All right. This is Tuesday the 15th. Is it May 15th? And
good morning.
Yeah, it's a little early. Welcome to the Apply Working Group Sprint Planning Meeting. Let's see. I guess we didn't have any notes last time. So this will be our 7th meeting. So we should be almost done by now, right?
Yeah, of course.
So one last PR and then we're done. Yep.
It's documentation, right?
Yeah, just documentation.
Okay.
I think glories.
I have bad news, which is that I didn't really work on the stuff I said I would work on last time.
You were busy.
So hopefully somebody worked on something. Let's see, Sean, we got that PR in, right? The error handling.
Yeah.
Something done. Patch handler add tests. Antoine, did you add tests to a patch handler?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you
Oh,
did?
that's what I've done. Thank you. Yeah, I've done these.
Oh, you did? Did that go in? Did that go into?
Oh no, not these. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Design union open API extension tags. Is that like?
So
did we settle on the design for that?
yeah,
Remember,
so
I've
you-
done that.
Yeah, so you're looking at me, and actually he was the one who picked that up. We might want
Okay.
to change that to Antoine. Since he
And this was the week before, and we haven't changed. We want to do const before we do union.
Wait, why? Const isn't on the critical path and union is.
Because if we fix const, then some things are not unions anymore.
Let's talk about that after.
Yeah,
Right.
Is this what Eric and Brian were talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so we had a talk with Eric and Brian, just so you know. When I think you were, it was
Yes, KubeCon.
KubeCon week, yeah.
and so they actually gave us a slightly different focus, or pushed us in a slightly different direction. And I don't think we ever circled back with the
Right,
team
that's true.
Okay.
to let you guys
No,
know.
I talked about you somehow about these.
Possibly. Yeah.
Let's keep going, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
later.
we'll talk about it later. Okay, I'm going to leave that undone for the moment. Patch handler accepts a new content type for users doing apply. I have to say that was done, but we're going to do it again.
Oh, that's the one we're doing again is the Open API spec.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is
Oh,
line
so
18.
this is, there's a PR out. Did we merge it? No? Is that because I didn't review it?
Yeah, I think it's fine to merge it.
Haven't seen the PR.
It was a while ago. It was like 2
Okay.
weeks.
I
I think you looked at it,
Yeah.
Patch handler can post. The resource doesn't exist yet.
but no, I've been working on the Open API.
Yeah, sorry, and I gave you an unrelated bug too. So, and this is the one that I did not do. And Antoine, save us.
Hi.
Did you do? Did we do a dry run strategy? You did do a bunch of work on dry run, actually.
Right, but not the document.
Not a document.
We merged the PR last
We
night.
merged the PR.
Oh, that PR got merged.
Yeah. Okay.
And now I'm thinking maybe we should have used the header. I'm kidding.
Okay. Well, let's. Yeah.
I'm still planning to work on that.
Let's record what we did.
Since
and-
Brian added a reference to the issue talking about that, it's kind of simplifying the task. Because some people already had thought about that.
Yeah, Brian has a reference for everything.
Yeah, just asking. It's on the top of his head.
Okay, let's talk about what we should do in the next week. Well, actually, first, is there any what went well, what went poorly? So, Sean, you're in owners, and we turned on merging for the OpenAPI repo.
Right.
So
So with that, we've decided let's hear other feedback that we're going to spend more time creating a test framework so that we have more confidence for the changes. Since there are going to be more changes and more people making these changes, we kind of really need to have this safety net. And
Yeah.
so I just want to make sure we're all in agreement that that makes sense. It's an end-to-end test framework. Antoine and I had a good discussion yesterday about kind of a basic, it's basically a tool chain where it's going to be generating small slices of code on maybe just one struct, and we'll go all the way to the Swagger and maybe even bring the Swagger in and validate some YAML with that Swagger.
Well, I'll tell you the absolute minimum, which
yeah, that's
is
what I'm looking for.
the minimum that in my mind is an example IDL file,
right,
with the generated Go file that it outputs,
and then compile that.
Yeah, check those both in so that like you can see
Oh,
when
so
you
a
make a change.
golden type of
You want
file.
a diff?
He wants a golden file.
I think that's the minimum is I have to like see
the code that's being generated.
see the
I'd like to go all the
way.
way through to Swagger, I mean, and actually, so I also don't want to initially bring up an API server.
Yeah, you shouldn't need an API server for the thing that I mentioned.
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I
definitely don't want you to use an API server.
Yeah, that's what I was.
the parsing code that we have in the Kube OpenAPI repository is not tested because it needs the OpenAPI Swagger.json that is in Kubernetes. So this is bad.
I'm not worried about the parsing code right now. I'm worried.
Right.
I'm worried about the
Generation.
types.go to the.
Yeah, but
because that's the stuff that we're changing, right? That's the stuff that I'm worried about.
Yeah. But we could just like make the full chain and validate everything at once.
I mean, we have to think about the return on investment here.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, so
we
you want to go
test.
even more minimal than I was
We
considering.
want the most coverage for like.
Okay, so let's
the least amount of.
Let's circle back on this, but yeah, okay, I hear what you're saying, and I do want to do the minimal and then increment.
Yeah, we can always make it better.
Yeah, that was the plan anyway from the beginning. Make something small and then see if we
I
need to
wouldn't
go further.
Like the Kube OpenAPI repo does like 4 or 5 things. I'm most worried right now about the parsing stuff. I'm not worried about the aggregation step or the serving step.
Okay. Yeah, so we're all on board then with more testing for Kube OpenAPI because I mean, there's a trade-off there, right? There's resources that you're going to need for that, and if I'm working on that, I'm not working on something else.
I'm going to move everything out of the sprint, then we'll move stuff back in. Do we have a new line item for this? I don't think so. So here, let's E2E test the
So you're not even thinking of compiling that generated code. You just like compare it like a golden.
I was thinking of golden data. We should probably we'll probably figure out pretty quickly if it doesn't compile.
Yeah, my worry about that is that it's going to be very much a change-driven test.
Oh, yeah, let's dig into it. Let's dig into this later.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to literally have it as files on disk. Like you can have a test file. Like the Django supports loading stuff from a test file. Or from a buffer memory. Like if you had a short definition and like this is the output, that shouldn't cause too much. Like you just repeat that multiple times
Okay.
for the different features. And the goal, I mean, the whole goal of this is to prevent it from introducing unrelated changes, right? Like when you make a change, you want only the stuff you do to change. You don't want any of the other output to change. So I think that actually gives you the right incentives.
And we kind of want to do it. So right now we have a big, massive, long generated file in swagger.json. We could do diffs on that, but we want something much more focused, like for different test cases. I think.
Yeah, that makes it easy. Like I'd settle for anything.
Oh, yeah. I also have a small PR with some more list validation. Just
I'm gonna put that down as a 5, I guess.
Okay.
Is that something you're going to be able to work on this time around?
Yep.
It will fail the verify OpenAPI test if it changes what the OpenAPI spec it generates as the whole thing. But yeah, we don't have like a small.
Well, but that test is in the main repository, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it would fail when we vendored it.
Right. Yeah, that's not
be bad.
that's not super helpful. Because it could be long. The change could have been in quite a while before that happens. Okay. Antoine, are you gonna write up a strategy?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean by strategy?
And, should I write or is this no longer critical now that we've got?
It's less critical, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it out.
I mean, some decisions have been made anyway.
Yeah.
We'll have to flag further. No.
I'm gonna give us retroactive credit for the thing that you did. Slack. You think that was about a 5?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We did something. Should get credit for what we did. Are we going to finish the union design, or we're going to talk about that later?
Yeah.
It's not on the. Yeah, I don't think that it's.
I don't think it's on the critical path.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very important.
Jenny, are you oversubscribed this week, or do you think you'll actually?
I could do that.
Okay.
I already started.
I'm gonna have to like cut myself off from my email so I can get this done. Okay. And Antoine, we don't have a thing for you.
Okay, I'm sure there are things to do.
There are definitely things to do. What do you think?
Is that it? That there are no tasks below that?
Oh, there's plenty of tests below here.
What's critical?
How do we get the minimal client all the way to the store?
Oh, so you know what? I know it's not critical, but I'd be interested in seeing the kubectl implementation, just because I hate using curl every time I want to try. It's not on the critical path. Should we look at the map?
The map. What do you mean?
Project map?
Project map. That's not a bad idea.
Define what's on the critical path, and
There we go.
So our critical path is getting something simple that goes all the way from the client all the way to storage, right? Through all the piping. Something simple that we could iterate on.
Don't we have that already?
Do we?
The patch handler? Did you create the patch handler?
But it doesn't do
It doesn't
anything.
save.
It just, yeah, it just updates the object.
It doesn't
Stores
put
it.
right now.
Yeah.
It stores the object.
Which
Yeah.
is
It
what we
doesn't
wanted to
it
do.
doesn't do a post. It used to both create
Yeah.
and update,
That's also.
and the operation it does right now is not apply. It's just a put. So
That's where we wanted to start. That's fine.
yeah, it's fine, but it's not like we're not to alpha quality yet.
Oh yeah, no,
No,
nobody's saying that.
But we have
What's
something to
blocking?
iterate
We have a
on.
loop.
We have something to iterate on, right?
Um,
Has anybody created a simple client that actually would validate that, run that and
Something happens.
then check that something got stored in etcd, and then so that we can.
So we
iterate on it.
definitely need to be able to create the object.
yeah, maybe we should start building a sort of a little. Maybe we can do it in integration
We could do that. That's
in the integration test because that starts up an actual API server. Yeah, we could just do it in code. That would be a pretty good idea.
it's not a bad idea. I don't know if I want to be doing that, but
How much time do you have in next week? What else is on your plate?
not much.
Not much. Do you have a better idea? I think integration test that
Yeah, that's good.
starts sending stuff through. That sounds like a pretty great idea, actually.
What is actually blocking us from having it do some
Do
sort
the
of
apply.
apply? Yeah.
Do the
Why-
diff or the
yeah.
apply.
Well, that's another. Did your change actually get merged?
Yeah, we kind of need the
This
open
one?
API at this point.
So is
Yeah,
is
but you
there
could
open
use
APIs on
you could use
critical
the Open API change the other one.
Yeah. Plus it's on the branch today.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on though. Did this change
No, that
get
didn't
merged?
get merged.
Not even to the feature branch. I thought I
Um,
reviewed it. Did I not LGTM it?
I don't think so. Yeah, because I don't think it got merged.
Oh, I wonder if I LGTM and was waiting for the bot, and then the bot didn't.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it was.
We'll check later. I think
We'll go
that
back
should have
to
been.
it.
I think that.
Yeah, it's not merged.
Okay, I'll drop it.
63515. Maybe you should.
Okay.
Mhm.
So clearly we need that to actually start doing something.
Needs rebase.
Oh,
Oh, I remember now. It's because you complained about the new subsequent batch thingy because we needed to merge with the master to get the
Oh, I
code from
synced.
Jordan.
I synced to get Jordan's
Mhm.
stuff in.
Right. And
alright,
so you
I
need
just
to rebase
rebased it
on top
now.
of that.
Okay. So we need to rebase. Okay. Hopefully that won't be too bad.
I forgot why, and I was worried it was something. real.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's push harder on stuff when it's in. Let's not leave stuff in limbo like that. Sorry, I've been super distracted, so I can't keep track of everything. You have to bug me about it. Okay, so I'm going to add start. I think it shouldn't be too hard, actually. I'll add a 5 there. Sound good?
Yeah. I've spent some time doing
I want to,
tests today, so.
if I could pair program with you on that.
Sure.
I mean, I'll keep doing what I'm doing, but I want to keep my
Yeah.
fingers in it.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have enough to do otherwise?
Yeah.
Okay. So this would be good. Okay, cool. All right. I think that is.
Oh, for things that we should do differently, I think in the feature branch, when we merge stuff to feature branch, we have to get like all the community people on board with it, you know,
Yeah.
because it will eventually have to go in. So I think we probably said that before.
Yeah. I don't think we officially wrote it down in the log, so the meeting logs. That's good.
What are we doing with that? What are we doing with the Titan Pro?
I was.
Make sure
I'm
everyone
just gonna push
what
somebody
might
to
have an
actually give me
opinion
an
on it.
LGTM.
Yeah, he
Like,
said
It's
LGTM
CC,
otherwise.
I should probably CC.
Yeah, I'll get it.
more
I'll get it
people.
merged. Or just. Oh, do you can LGTM?
Yeah, anybody can.
Yeah, I mean it's like 3 lines.
Yeah. Cool. There you go.
Is there a merge file?
It's approved. Yeah, it's not approved.
What is this? It's like a.
Yeah. So why was Aaron commenting on it if he wasn't gonna approve it?
All right.
I don't know.
We didn't want to merge this into 111, right?
I'm sorry.
111 is not the target for this.
No.
section.
I think at this point it looks very unlikely that we'll have any sort of alpha, and yeah. So,
Okay,
so
just
The
check.
good freeze is in like 1 week.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the good news is because we're in a feature branch, we can just keep on working on this
Yeah.
over the code freeze, which I think will make all of us happy. We'll just have to keep reintegrating this.
Is there anything we want to master before the code freeze?
Yeah, it is going to make our life a little miserable if we try to make. Yeah, we'll have to just get used to the thought that we're going to probably make stuff in the feature branch that we'll cherry pick back into master during code freeze. Yeah, it's hard.
We wanted the dry run thing, right? That's our
Yes, and we got the dry run thing in. That was important.
And that was in master.
That's in master. Yeah. In fact, we might even consider cherry picking that back into 110.
So that
Yeah.
that problem that Jordan was talking about
Yeah.
with the skew problem.
Yeah.
Would be ameliorated.
I'll take care of that.
All right. I'm gonna stop the recording.
Bye-bye. Well,
Just one quick thing.
Okay.
I see Julian Modesto's here, and he commented on one of my PR. I just want to say thanks for the input. You caught where I duplicated some code, and I don't think I got back to you appropriately on GitHub. Okay, thanks, Julian.
Yeah, no problem. Just looking. Thanks.
Yeah, that was a great catch. All right. Bye, everyone. See you next time.